lawlessness. No Kenyan should lose their lives or property at an account that is violating Article 37. Madam Speaker, when you look under Article 56, it talks about minorities and marginalized groups. Therefore, I agree with Senator Ogola, what she has said about we must look at those marginalized. We must ensure the minorities have a say. I'm happy. Madam Speaker, the other day, President pushed for identification cards to be given to minorities and marginalized in this country, especially northern part, and I was shocked that some leaders were uncomfortable, Madam Speaker. We are aware the Makonde tribe in Coast, which they didn't have identity. This is part of the affirmative action into what we call social protection, Madam Speaker. Because I running through Article 57, Madam Speaker, talks about the old members of the society. I know we have started homes, but you know in our culture, Madam Speaker, the nature, even where you come from, Muranga County, Madam Speaker, the nature of African society is the dependency is the parents take care of you when you are young. When they get older, you are supposed to be the one. So the issue of taking care of older, I have seen the Catholic Church is very good at it, Nyumba ya Wazee and many others. I remember, Senate, before, during the Constitution, it was referred to Nyumba ya Wazee, but fortunately, majority of us are young people in the Senate. So, Madam Speaker, even this issue of care, home care, in as much as in our culture we don't advocate that we take our older parents to home care homes or caregiving, Madam Speaker, we must be alive to the fact that there are some old parents without children or without dependents, and therefore the Constitution under Article 57 has provided it. Number two, Madam Speaker, because I need to rush through it so that we can go to adjournment motion. Madam Speaker, I'm happy that these long-term limitations, aging, illness, injury, and disability, these are caregiving. We know people who suffer from terminal illnesses. We must look at it. The issue of cash transfer, Madam Speaker, we must look at it again. And of course, the older members of our society, Madam Speaker. And I'm happy, Madam Speaker, under Inua Jamii program, where President has moved. In 2024, we had 1.7 million dependents on 2024 Inua Jamii program, Madam Speaker, which are paid through e-citizen. And I want to thank the government for this initiative. And they are paid 2,000 shillings per month through e-citizen program and M-Pesa, Madam Speaker. And therefore, Safaricom and other agencies have done very well. And I hope I saw Safaricom, Madam Speaker, denying their role in providing for locations to some of the suspects when the police are looking for them. I want to believe and I believe and call upon Safaricom and other telcos in the country not to reveal any personal details because that is infringing on right to privacy. Therefore, in as much as doing a good job, we must deter them from going into an unholy alliance of revealing personal details of any Kenyan, whichever the nature. Unless, Madam Speaker, you are a senior counsel in this country, such right to privacy must be provided under court order, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, on the Inua Jamii program, I'm aware under social protection, 1.5 million in 2023 were under government social support. And therefore, this Inua Jamii program, and there's a number of them, Madam Speaker, I'll run through. There is cash transfer programs through orphans and vulnerable OVCs. There is also older persons cash transfer where they are being to 2,000 shillings, Madam Speaker. And then persons with disability transfer program. And this involves among caregiving, Madam Speaker. So the setup of this board is very critical. Because, Madam Speaker, we must, as a country, be realistic. That the only way to carry the rest of Kenyans who are vulnerable, we must be deliberate in providing social protection mechanisms that can protect our vulnerable in the society. The true test, Madam Speaker, of a nation is not the wealth, is not the military hardware, is not how good we are in democracy, in English or Kiswahili. The true test of a nation is how they treat the vulnerable in the society. And that is the true nation of a society, Madam Speaker. And in as much as the government is struggling in terms of raising, I've seen under KRA, the projection is they'll collect around 2 trillion Kenyan shillings, while the budget is deficit with 4.2 trillion Kenyan shillings, Madam Speaker. We agree there are challenges, but we must take care of the vulnerable in the society, Madam Speaker, through cash transfer programs, through feeding programs that we are seeing in our nation, Madam Speaker. So I want to still appeal to the nation that we must take care of it, and this one is a right, Madam Speaker. The Constitution envisages, and you and me, Madam Speaker, having been one of the distinct, because I've done my master's in constitutional law and governance at the University of Nairobi, Madam Speaker, we must be alive to the fact that every right inherent, and no one should deny your right, including state and non-state actors. And when the professor of human rights, Dr. Mutaha Kangu, taught me about red rights, white rights